this is again 3.4 day 2. We are going to circle back here to graphing by hand. And so we're going to take a look at this one that has a base of 4, this log. Now you'll notice I have the graph down here already. I did this one on Desmos and just put it on here to see if we can match up with what Desmos is saying here. So we're going to do this in the order that I mentioned last time with graphing by hand, which is to start by finding the vertical asymptote. So step 1, vertical asymptote. In this case, since we're not going left or right on the inside, the vertical asymptote is just going to be x equals 0. And so I'm going to put that on my graph over here. When you are graphing, when you're graphing these log functions, I do want you to actually draw in the dotted line for your vertical asymptote. Second is going to be convert to exponential form. So we've got a base of 4, an exponent of y, a result of 16x, and so we're going to go 4 to the y equals 16x. Now with this one, we can leave it like that and still draw the xy table, but again, I like to have x isolated, so I'm going to divide by 16 on both sides, making it x equals 4 to the y over 16. Now the reason I want to do that is because I can strategically choose the values that I want to make these points nice and just kind of see what's going on with that. So I am going to, in step 3, make an xy table as mentioned in a previous example. And I want to start with the easiest value I can think of. Now the easiest value, as we mentioned the other day, was probably 0, having 0 for an exponent. So if I try that here, I might get some extra information. That's okay. But if I have 4 to the 0, that's 1 on the top over 16, and so x is 1/16. Not exactly quite what we were hoping for, but let's keep going. Let's choose some other integer values for the exponent and see what happens after that. If y is 1, then 4 to the first is 4. 4 divided by 16 is going to be 1/4. So we're getting a little closer to what we want. But then if we use 2, that's going to be 16 over 16. That's 1. That's really kind of what we were hoping for. And then we could go up a couple more maybe. Do 3. So 4 to the third. 4 to the third is 64. Divided by 16 is 4. And if we go any higher than that, we're going to be way off the charts. And so this is probably enough for our xy table. In fact, it's enough for me if you just do 2 points. So the 1, 2, and the 4, 3 would be good enough in my opinion. So once we get that, let's put these points on the graph, see if it checks out for us. We've got 1, 2, looks like that one's good. We've got 4, 3, that one's good as well. And then we had a couple of points over here. We had 0, 1/16, or we had 1/16, 0, I should say, and then we had 1/4, 1. So we had a couple of those points on there as well. But that's just another review of graphing by hand. Remember to find the vertical asymptote, exponential form, xy table. Those will be the 3 things that I will definitely be looking for on the test when you are graphing one by hand.